Hello. Hi, this is Syrita from Syrita's Glow. I'm a psychic and I'm a healer, intuitive reader actually, and also I'm a medium as well, and I can do astrology as well. I'm a tarot reader. I'm all many things. I wanted to just do a little review on these beautiful cards I've got here I've received. These cards look amazing, what I've seen about them. They're called the Black Moon Astrology cards from Susan Shepard. I just wanted to get my hands on it. I've been learning astrology myself, so I'm not completely in the depth of astrology, but I do a little bit of numerology and astrology in that way, and I would say, and I can transpire them, shall I say, into with the tarot, and they all connect together and they're all useful to collide together when you're really doing a reading. So I've been really been guided to get these cards and really advance my knowledge as well, because you don't have to be to my knowledge, what I'm hearing, that, you know, with these cards, you don't have to be actually a true astrologist as well. You can learn with these cards and grow with them, so evolve. So I can't wait to get started. So as I was so eager, I did open up the box. So they're brand new, so to the back here, but I did open up the plastic so you can make it easier. So before I go into the box and open it, okay, so it's a cardboard box, really looks secured, lovely. Here's got all the demonstration of the cards. Okay, so I'm just going to read the back of it. It says Black Moon Astrology cards, featuring 52 cards and a guidebook. Drawing on ancient discipline of interpreting the night sky, the Black Moon Astrology cards give you access to the tangible wisdom contained in the heavens above. The movements of the planets, the luminaries and the stars are reflected in happenings on Earth and influence our lives, bodies, souls and destinies. As a science and an art, astrology reveals the insight and knowledge that is literally written in the stars. The 52 cards are based upon the most important placements of the horoscope, making this an in-depth deck for divination and self-awareness. The 184-page guidebook includes information on the range of astrological influences, including the planets, eclipse, and the lunar nodes. You don't need to be an astrologer to read these cards, like I said. With the diversity of meaning, keywords, and tarot corresponds for each card, this deck makes the principles and revelations of astrology accessible to all. Explore the complex connections between you and the stars to illuminate your path and work fate to your favor. Get ready to shine with the Black Moon Astrology cards. Well, yeah. So I'll say no more. Let's get straight into the cards and see what it brings. So this is how it comes off. Like I say, it'll be easy on the camera to take off the plastic. It's just purple inside and really looks secured. No, very hard, so wonderful. Okay, so we've got, I'll put that here. So we've got the paper inside, so I can leave that inside actually. Okay. Right, so you've got the book, all right, the guidebook. This is how it looks inside. So it starts with the Black Moon Astrology cards, Susan Shepard, sorry. Obviously the contents here, the card meanings, introductory. And then what are the Black Moon Astrology cards? As it goes into the planets of the lights, which is basically all the numbers of the cards that he was going to go into, what we're going to see. Should see in the cards. These are all the names that most probably are in the deck. So you've got the signs and the houses, 13 to 36. They're all going to be numbered, what they all mean, beyond the basics. The elements, which is the fire, water, earth, and missing one. Fire, water, earth, and air. Air. I know it off by heart. I'm not even reading this. It does say fire, earth, water, air, and water. Okay, so you've got all the lunar nodes, all what they all mean basically. Looks really interesting. The retrograde. Well, at the moment I'm recording this and we're in retrograde. Yeah, looks good. Okay, more about the planets. Got some spreads. And then what they all mean. Okay. More spreads here. Talking about the houses. Because you know there's 12 houses in astrology. How to lay them out. Even if you're not using the houses, to my knowledge, maybe reading this as well, you can place them like the astrology house and see what card comes out in those positions. Yeah, the black moon spread, just more spreads basically. Looks good. Oh, even romance spread. And then it goes into the card meaning. Okay, so you've got first one, sun, and it's actually got the number 1. More in depth what the reading is. What I'm seeing here, it breaks down what the sun. So what I like about the cards as well, what I'm getting, what I'm seeing here, it says correspondent tarot cards. So it's like tarot card deck as well. So the sun obviously is the sun, but in the tarot deck you've got the sun too. And it gives you the break short term of what they each mean. So for the sun, life force, power, influence, radiance, the heart, chakra, stay, presence, and charisma. Okay, this is more in depth of what, that's a brief more about it. And then you've got the more in depth, like I did say, of what it means, what it stands for. And it just goes so on. Then you've got the moon, number 2, so you can always find it. Same again, the high priestess. It might be a little bit different meaning, but at least if you are a tarot reader as well, then you'll be familiar what the high priestess means as well. But it breaks it down anyway. And it just goes into the place. It goes on. So obviously we're going to, like you've got the Leo here, so it goes into the star sign. And then the planets, or the effects of them, of what's going on in the planets. So let me go back to this. It says here, okay, let's see, I'm just going back to see if there's, it tells you what's in the deck. Okay, is it here? Just wondering. It should sort of tell you not only what's in the deck, but also, because I feel there's many components into it, do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to see if there is, how it's broken down. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not finding it. Maybe I'm a little bit scanning. Okay, so maybe it's at the end. Maybe I'm just here. Now you know. You can use them basically how you want. So you've got planets in it basically. You've got the houses. You've got the elements. And you've got the star signs. And that's what I'm trying to say. You can use them as, so suggested card spreads is saying here. These card spreads are specifically designed to use this deck. But we can have your own approach by reading the cards. And all approaches are valid. There are no rules here. One easy way is to ask a question, then lay the cards out in rows and look at the cards individually as well, as known as they relate to each other card meaning. Maybe clarified by the cards surrounding it. You may also wish to use traditional card spreads such as the centric cross spread or the past, present, future spread. Yeah. To see if there's anything else. Maybe point out. It does say here, during a card reading, it's important to pull all of these components together and read accordingly. So, yeah. Yeah, so... Right. I mean, I'm just going to read this bit here as well. Beyond the bases. In the previous sections, we have covered the basis of astrology chart. There are planets. This is the one I'm thinking it must break down. So it has here. So these are planets, the signs and houses. As the practice of astrology has grown, astrologers have noticed that other going on in the sky come into play, and there are other happenings that are important to astrology chart. These include the elements, lunar nodes, eclipse, the part of fortune, aspects, Saturn and Jupiter returns, Mercury retrograde, and the void of course moon. A brief explanation of these sky happenings is often here, and you can find more information with the meaning of each card. So that's what I wanted to say. It's just really that they must break it down. It's got many cards that you can use them separately, entirely whatever you want really. So you know, to make your successful in-depth reading as much as you can. So okay, so we're going to go into the cards and show them what they look like. Okay, so I'm just taking the little plastic that comes with it. I like to keep it. It's like my little, look. My little divider. Isn't that clever? Do you know what I mean? Whether it stays there, but it does. It looks like it can. So, okay. Right, so I'm just going to move the box. All right, so these are what they look like on the outside. Okay, this is on the deck. So we're going to go through what they all are. Okay, so I'll leave that here. So you've got the sun, the moon, Mercury, number 3, mind. Should we start that again maybe? Sun, spirit, number 1. 2, moon, soul. 3, Mercury, mind. Venus, 4. It's love. Number 5, Mars, force. Beautiful. You can see that. Beautiful. Saturn, truth, number 6. Number 7, Jupiter, abundance. Wow, I love it. I love the energy and the colours they bring. Number 8, Chiron, healing. Number 9, Uranus, genius. And like I said, if you go through the book, these have meaning like for tarot too. For example, I know for Uranus, it's the Tower card. Okay, so this is all about Wheel of Fortune. Tower card. So it brings in changes. Okay, so it will say that. So you can reflect it as reading as tarot as well. It's fantastic. So Neptune, sacrifice. Well, I know I'm Pisces and this is my planet. Okay, so Neptune, sacrifice, number 10. Okay, so you could just say, oh, it's Pisces, blah, blah, blah. Then you've got Pluto, transformation, number 11. 12, black moon, leaf, mystery. And I think that's about the 6 of Swords. when you're moving away from something. Again, Six of Swords in tarot. Aries, Emperor card. Number 13, Aries, I am, Emperor in tarot. Taurus, I have, number 14. Okay. This is, I think, is coming up as Ace of Wands. No, they said 2 because it's Gemini. Gemini, I think, 15. Number 15. I think that comes as maybe the Lover's card in tarot. 16, Cancer, I feel. This could be the Chariot. But just again, it could be different in the book. 17, Leo, I will. Strength. This could be beautiful. Number 18, Virgo, I analyze. Wonderful. 19, Libra, I balance. Beautiful is that. You know, normally that stands for the Justice. It could be different. Excuse me. You've got 20, Scorpio, I transform. 21, Sagittarius, I see. Wonderful. 22, Capricorn, I use. 23, Aquarius, I know. This could be stand for the Star card in tarot. 24, Pisces, I believe. This could be stand for the Hangman in tarot. 25, first house, the body. So this is going into the houses now. That was the star signs, and that's going to the houses of astrology. 26, second house, Owen. It's about money. 27, the third house, messages, about communication. 28, fourth house, roots, about the home, foundations. 29, fifth house, creativity, about your family, friends, social, children, love, romance. Again, you will elaborate. Look in the book, in the guidebook that we've got here. 30, sixth house, routine, all your daily routine. Okay. Seventh house, partners. 31. It's all about partnerships, marriage, commitments, contracts. 32, eighth house, endings or beginnings. Okay. So I look at this more like a Scorpio, like the Death card in tarot cards. Which brings in changes, transformations as well, but it also talks about sexual energy as well. Okay, so 33, ninth house, faith. So this is about your religious, spiritualism, faith, what you believing, values. 10th house, the world, 34. This is coming looked at as the world card. Also, this could be looked at as the Hierophant, possibly. Okay, in tarot. But yeah, the world cards in tarot too. 35, the 11th house, friends, social activities with people, your social life, friends, family, and communications in that way. Okay, how you're seeing the social work, networking, but many more. Just read the book. 36, house, 12th house, escape. Okay, so we're just trying to escape. Wow. I mean, it's so beautiful, ain't they? Beautiful, beautiful cards. You can get a lot of meaning from it. So now we're going into the elements. So you've got 37, fire element, desire. So this, again, I would say the fire element is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You've got the earth element, stability. Okay, so it's all about passions as well. So stability here. So that's the earth signs. So we're talking Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, you've got the water element here. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon, because I was looking at the water. Air element, communicating, okay? Number 39. And the element is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Water element here, sensing, number 40. So that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's me. Very, very sensual, very intuitive, I am. Okay, so they've got the North Node, life purpose, North Node, life purpose, number 41. Okay, so it tells you what is happening. This is all about what's happening. So we've had the planets, we've had the star signs, we've had the elements now of the star signs, okay, the 4 elements, and now we're talking about what's the happening of in the planet. So the South Node is life debts, 42. Again, we'll tell you the meaning and break it down. Lunar eclipse change, 43. Kind of what we're in now. All right. Solar eclipse revolution, 44. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. 45, part of fortune, increase. Wow. And I think that's the fortune. So this could be like the 10 of Pentacles or something like that. You know, bringing abundance in that way. Grand Trine blessings. Wonderful. Beautiful. I think the cards are beautiful. I'm just looking, I'm mesmerized with the pictures. Grand Cross Provoker, 47. And you could use these numbers, like add them up and use them in numerology. I do. You know? Yod, Destiny, number 48. Because they all have meaning as well. I use them. I think that numerology a lot, so that will be great for me to use. Jupiter return benefits. Okay, so I think that's like the Wheel of Fortune, because Jupiter is about luck, and it's a lucky planet. And benefits, maybe it's coming all the way round. It'll tell you and break it down in the book, I'm sure. But yeah, where something's returning back to you, as it says. I love that it's got the meaning there as well to remind you. Saturn return, age 50. I think this is, or Saturn, when you're correcting things, and again you're looking at the age. I mean, that's how I kind of work it out, and it's returning. So I think it could be labeled as like the Judgment, or even a Temperance. Yeah. Yeah. I think the Judgment. Then you've got Mercury retrograde, reinvention, 51. Wow, when communication, everything's all over the place. Literally, it looks like that, doesn't it? Everything's everywhere. But it gives you time to reflect and correct things as well. And then lastly, but not least, 52, void course, moon missing. Let me say that again. Void of course, moon missing. So yeah, so that's your cards here for the Black Moon Astrology cards, your guidebook. It's been a pleasure of just showing how these cards are. Should we do a bit of like a shuffle, see if how they work? All right, so you can shuffle however way you want. They're nice and bendy. This is how I shuffle. I shuffle many ways, to be honest. Yeah, it feels beautiful. Let's see. Oh, shuffle is therapeutic for me. I don't know, I just escape. And when I say escape, I shouldn't really say that. It just makes me zen. Definitely makes me relaxed, and I can chant. Go into a trance, basically. I mean, when you do it this way, it kind of a little bit bends your card, but you could just bend it back. Okay, so hopefully that's shuffled. Now you can make it flip out, or you can do, well, it's what he told me. Oh, so I was going to say let it flip out, or you can, and again, let fate take you, where the spirit guides want to take you, or you could lay them into piles, you know, set them in sections in 3 or 2s, basically cut the deck and read it that way, and then see what comes out. So it's got here the 7th house, partners. So let's see what that brings. So we go to number 31. Okay, it's got it here. Right, so its marriage is neither heaven or nor hell, is simply purgatory, if I said that right. Okay, so it's quite deep. So bindings, whether emotional and domestic, or lawful and what is right or permissible, are dedicated now. The 7th house is the area of the chart that represents the other, since it's opposed to the 1st house of self, because we did have the 1st house in there. Traditionally, it has been brought to the house of marriage and marriage partners. And although this can be still be primary meaning, the other can also include friends and family and peer groups. So it can mean significant others, such as co-workers. Since in the traditional house of Libra, okay, very air sign, it governs fairness, balance, and the law. It can also have the house of open enemies. When the 7th house card presents itself in a reading, it usually means one of the 2 things: either issues dealing with partners or significant others, or court cases and legal issues. The card itself neutral, much like the actual 7th house, which strives for balance. So I'm going through balance, that's what we're saying here. And yeah, balance really, it's just good. I'm not going through anything like that, ego or anything like that, but yeah, it just brings in balance, and that's good, because that balances me out, and that's good. The card itself, I've already read that. So yeah, so surrounding the cards, I haven't got any cards surrounding, so that's fine. The Pisces of Neptune, one of my Pisces cards, and you haven't got another card nearby, would imply that the relationship could be slowly dissolving or fading, much like a shoreline with a sea erasing names written in the sand. Misinformation or lying could be part of it. Oh wow. Okay, if you're doing anything to do with love, so you can read that out. If the card is referring to a court case or legal issue, it's not a good time for that. The end result may not be what it hoped for, is one of the hoped for, or is one that might drag on, again ending over time and dissolving away in no real closure. The Scorpio, which is my moon sign, or Pluto cards close by the 7th house would indicate power struggles. Wow. So I like to be the boss. I do work for myself. Even ruthlessness would figure in. So it just goes on. This could be issues of domination and control, and these 2 cards. Okay, so we don't have anything really nearby, but you get the gist of it. This is like the brief 7th house card in brief. It's related to justice, so it's corresponding with the tarot card. And then you've got the key ideas: marriage, partners, true love, the other person, with rivals, open enemies, courts, lawsuits. So that's what it really says. So without going into even more, and then sometimes I read what's like an overall energy as well. So the 6th house routine. So yeah, concentrating on routine, possibly. Getting on with my work. Maybe making partners with my routine of work I'm doing. But yeah, read it however way. There's no wrong or right way how to read. So let's put the cards back. Do another shuffle. And we're going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed that. It looks really good. I can't wait to get more into it and use it with my tarot and see what it brings. I love the colour purple, most very spiritual card. But yeah, I recommend to get it. I think it's great, and I hope it can be grateful for you. But yeah, if you want any more insights, because I do readings myself, then you can get in touch with me on my website, which is www.syritasglow.co.uk. It's all in the description box anyway below this video. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and because I certainly will, and I can't wait to get stuck in and learn more about myself with people, give them guidance and also healing, and more knowledge, because the planets really do give us a lot on this planet, on this earth. So I hope you enjoy that, and give me a thumbs up and let me know how it's working for you. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.